Hello, friends. Hello. I'm alone right now. Just give me a second to start everything up. It'll be ready in just a moment. Don't worry too much. It was a bit stressy. Hello, Arsen, welcome, and hello to Talon. Hello, welcome. Love you all. Yeah, so we're just like chatting for a little bit for now while I'm getting the whole thing ready. We are a bit behind schedule, that's for sure. So yeah, we're back with some more Ace Attorney today. Where we last left off, we were to meet the new witnesses, right? Yeah. The street sellers. So, that's gonna be fun. It's not. How many nickels do you want to bet that they got up to some bullshit? Like every other goddamn, Ace Attorney witness. Alright, I'm just gonna call Argo and then we'll be on our way. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Oh, you can't hear that. Never mind. Yeah, hello Argo. We're live. Oh, no, I'm just on the chatting screen. I was just, it was just already 7 and I was like, ah! So. It's here. Oh, wait, sorry. Now it's here. Hehe. Apologize.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't on stream. I just needed to do some stuff. Sorry about that. Apologize.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't on stream. I just needed to do. There we go. Sorry. My finger was open double. Is everything as it should be?
No, I don't see.
Oh no. Okay, everyone is here. Good. Okay, sorry about that. We'll just switch over to because now the game is open and all.
If you could show me the game too.
Yes. Sorry. I'm. There you go. Okay. You know, I was doing my exercises and then I just forgot time. I'm so smart. Anyway, I also forgot to pull the cover off my bike. Oh my god! Can we talk about a stressful day? No.
Pain pickle.
Pain pickle. Okay. Just a Carmine has last boat. Yes. Right. I guess I'm gonna take.
Yeah, von Carmine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, you forgot?
Yeah. So, witnesses, state your name and occupation for the court.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I guess you're taking him. I don't know.
Names? We don't use names. Far too fancy for the Lekubas.
We're just free and easy. So we'll be like, live where we want to live.
I'll give them all a vacant stare as they walk down the Fresno. That's been a few hours in advance for them.
Hello and welcome to anybody who's lurking. I hope you're having fun today. Hello, hello. We're just getting started.
Oh.
Oh.
Would I be right in assuming that all 3 of you make your living by selling wares on the street? Hey, everyone calls me Gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passerby, you know?
Dang. He really has, like, one hell of a design. His face just going... His neck is dead. What's going...
His neck is dead.
Yeah, he's... That's a very redneck.
Wow.
Jaunty little tidbits?
I got absolute smash it for you, sir. Right up your chin, it is. Expense of the price is not the penniless.
Wait! You're actually trying to sell it to me now? What?
Oh, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested. Try the man.
God damn it. You give him the money then! You bitch! Give him the money and see what it is! You do it! Susie! God. Why me?
Hey, the man, counsel!
God damn it, even you, RG! I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Alright, alright. Oh, sixpence it is.
You won't regret it, sir. Now, got you listening ears on? Just between us, a young couple on Slee Street just had twins.
Uh, um, is that it?
No, that's not it. It's gossip, innit? It wants to spread. That beats up to you, to your mouth, of course. I've got more, you know. 100 juicy one. Sixpence a piece, it is, if you're curious.
I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip of yours. Named it that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out from under your collar. Yeah, that's true.
What about the next witness
Thank
then?
God.
What name do you got, buy, and what do you sell?
Thank God he pointed it out.
Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, innit? I sell these lovely little fireworks to all the local school kids.
That's danger. Ooh.
Sixpence a pop. What you say?
Man, hip ignition?
You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell?
Oh yeah. The second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Special when I tell them that if they get 100, they can blow up the school.
Wow.
Not the most savory of ideas, young lady.
Fair.
What you say then, eh? Want to pop with sixpence for a pop?
Wait, what? You want me to buy one? Come on! Why is it always me?
Tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom.
Try the woman.
He's like, blowing up the courtroom sounds like a plan.
Give her the money and see if she's right.
Pay the woman, counsel.
Why am I being peer pressured? Alright, I'll buy one. Jesus Christ. What is this, high school?
Lovely stuff. Right then, there's something a bit extra just for you. Kaboom! A Venus special. Only 600 pence.
600?
That's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there?
There'd be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either. Sweating. Oh great, I got the Venus special. What sort of bang could it make?
Kabonk. And the last witness. What name do you go by and what do you sell?
That's Beppo. Don't you remember Beppo? Wait, can I not examine this? Can I... Hello? Oh, yeah. Oops. If I moved it like one... There we go. What is it?
Good job.
Have you had an idea, Mr. Naruto? You're staring at the end of the string of the fireworks.
Sorry, it's just it's the Venus special. I was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks would sound like.
Shall we find out?
What? But she said it could blow up the courtroom.
Bang!
Oh.
Somebody died.
Alright! That was a fairly sizable bang.
My ears are still ringing, Mr. Naruto. It sounded almost exactly like...
A gunshot! Aha, I got it now. Okay. This was what blew up. I guess... I'm assuming it was maybe... I don't know. Near the candle, maybe. Somehow. Because, I mean, it can't shoot or anything, so it would have had to be, like, nearby or on the candle. But, like, we weren't given this for just no reason. You know this game.
I'm a thinker, me. I think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I think. Because I stand there on the street watching the word go on about me. They call me the observator. Get out of here, old man. Everyone calls you a sandwich and you know it. So you don't actually sell anything. A problem shard is for a problem hole, as they say. I give advice, I do, and think what it means. I don't actually sell anything. No, come to think of it.
A hot actual hero? Is that what it says? I'm trying to... It's hard to read.
Pity.
No more purchases today, please! And if you're gonna do it with your money, Asogi, you rich motherfucker. I'm gonna come after you.
Well, we have a quiet case here, it seems. They conduct their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord.
I see.
And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
Aha. Fumu fumu.
I see, and thus they heard the gunshot, I suppose.
Fumu fumu. Fumu fumu. Fumu fumu. Fumu fumu.
Not only that, but they very bravely run inside to see what's going on and witness the crime. Well, I'd be begging, I thought, just between us.
Meanest Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw.
What I think is, if all what we see, light and shadow, playing with our eyes, is any of it real?
I hate this. I hate them. Oh my god.
Very well.
Okay, okay, vote. Who's your least favorite witness trio? These guys or Balloon Squad? I guess Balloon Squad wins by just having Gina there. She kind of raises the average bar of that witness group. This one doesn't really have that. It just has reckless spending. Reckless spending.
A lot of questionable choices.
Yep. And reckless spending. On Dew's part, that is.
The court will hear the formal testimony of those three witnesses now. You describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
That's my fault.
Very deep one.
Yeah. Okay, Argo, I want to hear your estimate here. Do you think we'll finish this game by the end of this year?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is assuming that we're doing this at the same rate.
Yeah. Oh, I'll see.
We saw the whole thing from the start to finish. We did everything from the moment they went in the building.
It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard the big bang.
Seems to me that quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what happened. I ran to the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body.
I was scared half to death, me. So I ran off to find a copper.
Okay.
Why were you looking for a freaking metal?
What?
Looking for copper. It's not Minecraft.
Do you want to play Minecraft? Okay, just like start playing Minecraft. If these witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything, who did they see going inside the building?
Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Baron von Zix. I've seen pictures of that Reaper in the paper. I know what he looks like. And just between us, folk love stories like this. I've made myself a tiny son already.
But wait! The room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. I'm assuming no one lives there.
Yeah, all those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied.
Money. That's what I thought.
Of course they are. They're small, dumb, dirty, and expensive to boot. The room in which the inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased.
Huh.
And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone. Totally not fake name, TM.
It's like, oh, we do not know who this Hugh Boone is. He's an unidentified person. And I'm just like, have you considered he's not real. Just a thought. Like, crazy, I know, right? But
Ridiculous.
redunculous. Did you read this? I'm dumb.
I know. The testimony in the court has just heard would appear to leave the little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No! Okay. No! Fuck you, Soviet.
Thank you for your condor, my lord.
I'm gonna smack him so hard. I'm
That's
gonna
not
smack
bad.
you,
Well
Asori!
done. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed to cross-examine the witness.
Nice. Yes, my lord! In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. Ha! I have to break down this testimony. Somehow. Hey, Talon. Hello. Welcome again. Hello, hello. It's so nice to have you.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. We play games. Okay. Yeah, hello. We play games. Again. Mata! When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Ben Seeks.
The Illuminati. I suppose so. The likes of us don't know the names of the high and mighty. But I tell you one thing. It was the old tripper that went in last, as for sure and certain.
Oh, you're having some tea? Sounds nice. Just behind Inspector Gregson, did they arrive at the same time as each other?
No, not at all.
I see.
The first fella must have gone inside and got 15 minutes before we had the gunshot.
Okay.
It just hit me.
The victim
No, it just
arrived.
hit me.
Yes.
It just hit me that before the end of the year there's only 5 weekends, so...
Yeah. That's why I'm asking. Do you think we'll finish?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
We can start the new
Like,
year off
okay,
with a
just
bang,
look-
having finally
just
fucking
look-
finished this game.
What part it is?
We're at
Overall.
part 29 today.
29, and listen, like it's
Yeah.
double the games, so it's like 15 weeks.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, I'd have to go. Oh fuck! I'd have to go back and the victim arrived 15 minutes before. Are you sure about that?
Am I sure? Does it seem likely that I've forgotten a fella with a bright red hair like that, does it?
Yeah, his hair really were red, weren't it? Redder than my flaming fireworks, even.
Huh.
Oh, that fiery red mob still burned in the inside of my eyelids, it is.
Wait a minute. You're saying the man was a redhead?
You have something against redheads?
Wait a minute. Wait. Did we examine? Wait, did we examine? We didn't. Oh wow. Old school. I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruto. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you?
I'm not sure
Wow.
that's quite how I'd put it. You must have to use
Wow.
lots of bird lime to keep it in place on your head, so it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind. I mean,
That might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again, don't you think?
wait, what? Wait, what? But the wig was like lying here, right, on the floor. Wait, does it say so? Yeah, it wasn't on his head. Interesting. Yeah, because I'm like, wait, wigs don't just come off like that.
What?
I know, right?
Maybe it was not great. When you listen in Cham, he was a redhead, and he has a big trunk with him as well. Huh?
Where's that? Where did that go? Wait, what? Where? Where did the truck go? What? Wait.
Huh? Yare?
Nani?
Nani?
But Inspector Grex's hair isn't red. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, he had the hairpiece. Seems likely that the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party. Oh, so we're insinuating that this was the killer? But then again, how would they have gotten out then? Because if there was only that 15-minute window, right? Where would he have been hiding? Behind the door or some shit? That's some spy movie level shit if that's true. Just like standing there behind the door, like do, and then you wait for them to walk in and be like do, you know? I can see that.
No, I hate to break it to you. The witnesses are correct.
What?
Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene.
Well, yeah, it's coming off. Yes, that's Inspector Dixon, all right. Oh my god, can't believe he's dead.
And a red hairpiece.
Ah!
Of course! We saw one on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we?
I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hairpiece, though. So then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that? I mean, it's the redheaded league thing, right?
The color does seem to suit the man, one might say.
Nutellin is cute. You're cute. You're cute. You're cute.
The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's falling out. And what became of the trunk that the redheaded victim was supposedly carrying? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, where the hell did that go? Yeah, look, it's falling off. It's not even on his head. It's just like someone threw it there. To be like, he totally wore it. Definitely didn't.
I was informed that no trunk was found on the scene.
That's weird. Where did it go? I mean, Ben Six was apprehended at the scene, so it couldn't have been him. So unless the police is lying, then someone must have taken it out. I don't know who.
Lying police does not. Lying police not real.
No, the police would never lie. Flashback to case 3. There would never be a lie. Ever.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
So it just disappeared. Chunosuke is thinking with me. my son. My son Chunosuke.
Those are some freaking speaker size.
Yeah.
But you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do you?
We definitely saw him in the dark going in, though. No question about that.
Okay, so they're saying they might have missed when someone came out.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Guess he didn't have to ninja his way out. He could have just walked right back out. By which presumably you mean the gunshot.
I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? But I've always thought it probably sounds a bit... like this, doesn't it?
And you say that you heard the noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here enter the building.
That's right. It was almost straight away, bang, it went. Just like that.
Almost like, I don't know. Do you think it's like a Rube Goldberg machine?
Oh my god, no.
Where they like open and then there's like a ball that rolls and the board that goes ding and then like bumps the thing up that turns a light on that like warms up a match and no, the light goes through a magnifying glass and then lights up a match. I'm sorry. That'd be hilarious. I want more Rube Goldberg machines.
He's the Reaper, isn't he? This is what the French call fight accompli. In the Reaper around, people are going into the ground. I mean, that's what he does, isn't it?
It really isn't, but okay. I think we get the message.
The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to leave after he discovered his secret hideout. There can be no clear motive for the crime. Yes.
This game.
It's certainly an eminently credible motive.
No, it ain't. Shut up.
Yes, it is.
Great. Fucking great. Great day to be Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
At that point you run inside, is that correct?
So, when Gossip ran to see what had happened, did you go too?
Well, me, I'm a bit hampered, see? All the signs are that I can move very well.
Okay, so he didn't go.
You were away, right behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and that big sign on your hand.
Or that's why they call him Sandwich. What a great burden you bear. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but... Is it possible you and I have met before? Yep. Case
No.
3 last game. You be Beppo.
We are completely different people now.
Oh.
I'm not anybody, me. The signs are what make me who I am now. I signed, therefore I am.
Huh.
Just...
So, you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago, then?
Fake news.
I see.
I might be mistaken, but I do believe that his trembling has intensified, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, I agree. He's clearly been through a lot.
You're down King Henry Street and the Black Widower's arms is just there.
Oh dear, you've made him hide behind a sign.
Good job.
Life is full of surprises. I mean, he definitely must have gotten fired, right?
Nah.
Nah. So, then you were the first person to arrive on the scene, isn't that right?
That's what I was. Kicked the door open like a professional I did and yelled out, "What's going off here?"
Levin 6 claims all he heard was a man scream, though.
Was it dark inside the room?
No, not dark at all. There was a candle burning on the wall.
Really?
There was a fella collapse on the floor. Just between us is the first thing I noticed when I got inside.
Mm-hmm. I see. Even though Lauren 6 claims to not have seen any such lights on the wall.
The next thing I noticed was someone standing right beside the body. The accused, Baron von Zix. That's right, the pale-faced Reaper himself.
He is quite pale.
I was a little shocked, I won't deny, but I'm no livered coward. I stood my ground and gave the Reaper a cold, hard stare myself.
Somebody disagrees. You have something to add, Mr. Sandwich?
There's really nothing to me. I emptied the head, I am. Just 2 slices with no middle. An idiot sandwich.
God.
So I don't know what you want with me.
I think that maybe you just remembered something. Having heard Mr. Gossip's last statement, I mean. Tell me.
What I think is we're all nothings, really.
Just tell me, bruh.
We try to dress ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers.
Okay.
That's enough out here, Sandwich. Keep your trap shut now.
He's not about.
Unless he wants to make you into a real sandwich. When he saw the river, he fell clean over his backside.
Dang. That's it?
That's all you got. Oh, you rotten beggar! I told you to keep that a secret.
Come on. This is a courtroom, bruh.
He screamed, he did. Scream and scrambled over on all fours. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. He fell, did he? Hmm.
Oh my god, did he fell?
Me. Me when I tried to exist. Oh my god, did I fall? Yes, I did. Mr. Gossip, is this true?
I thought it was that slippery, that's why.
Slippery?
Yeah. Planted my hand and felt a pool of blood, didn't I? Yuck.
Wait. You think this is his handprint?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, he's okay. He's the only person so far to have testified to have touched blood. Let's just keep that in mind. That he's the first person to have admitted to touching blood. He's telling on himself. That's what he is. Yuck. Ew. Gross. What? A pool of blood?
It isn't here even when I was sprawled on the floor. I just did the dinosaur. I still keep it in the tip and cold hard stare, and don't you forget it.
I did it while I sat on my ass.
It was magnificent.
Let's just go back a little. Did you say you got blood on your hand?
I did. That's to the best of us times, doesn't it?
Good. Yeah, we're definitely going that angle.
I was scared, so I slipped over. We can keep it between us, can't we?
This is a courtroom, sir! No, Mr. Gossip. I'm gonna have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony.
Oh, if I must.
I mean...
The witness will amend his testimony to include the aforementioned details at once.
I guess we might have to present that board sooner or later. Sooner rather than later, even. Oh, Sogi ain't happy about that. So has he been happy at all since we saw him? I feel like we haven't.
When he was last happy.
He was like, thank you, and then he never smiled again. That's been my
What's his
experience.
smile?
Sogi, why would you smile at me? Smile for me, please! You wipe your hand on the floor?
Well, who wants blood on his hand, eh? Horrible stuff. They might thought I'd done it. They might have... No tap.
Oh, sorry, you know, I thought you read it and I was like, oh, oops, no.
And I thought you clicked further, yeah.
Yeah. Life is great when that stuff happens, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And do you think that might be a problem?
It really matter if a few grubby handprints on the floor. They'll get cleaned up in the end one day. Don't make such a fuss, that's the message from us, all of us.
He's not happy. He's so unhappy he started reading his dick butts.
Is something wrong, Counsel? No, my lord. Everything is fine. This is fine. I didn't remember anything in the report about bloody handprint on the floor, that's all.
Wait. I just wanna... I mean... If you... It's so hard to spin this thing. If you, like, put it down like that, it's pretty flat, isn't it? Well, not when I do it. Not when I do it, clearly. But if it was lying on the floor like this...
You cannot just say that, Mina.
And then he falls on his ass, kabum, and then he puts his hand there. He was like, eh, and then wiped it off. And then someone put the board up like, ooh, see, no, nothing happened here. Nuh-uh. I don't know why it would have been lying on the floor, but
It was maybe doing a dinosaur. I don't know.
yeah.
Don't get me. I'll come with all that. You can't intimidate me. I know what I did. I wiped it off on the floor. The blood.
I wonder, could that be what happened?
Mr. Narrowfodder.
Don't steal my lines, you bitch. I will find you. I don't have all the answers yet. But I think I may have just uncovered a vital clue. As you
It's
do.
my heart.
So you didn't run into the room with your friends?
I'm not that sort of girl.
Sorry?
I'm a timid little thing, me. I was too scared to go in there.
I was like, I'm not that sort of girl, quoted by that sort of girl.
Oh, right, I see.
But do you?
It's like, no, I don't have my glasses.
You don't?
He doesn't.
Oh.
Old Lippy and the witch ran in there, and then I heard a sort of old lady scream.
Well, there wasn't me, I swear. If I were a gentleman, I'd stake my honor on it.
I wonder what on earth was going on.
Which is when you went to find a policeman.
And I ran into a copper as soon as I turned the corner. So I brought him straight back to the place. Didn't do well, eh?
Just between us, the copper's eyes nearly popped out of his head when he saw the Reaper. It never felt more uncomfortable in all my life. And the defendant was arrested on the spot, I believe. Considering the catalogue of killings the Reaper had carried out, it was particularly
Inauspicious?
inauspicious end. I have no idea what the word is.
I'm guessing auspicious means fancy? Or something like that?
Well, that's a fancy word
Gallant?
for a word fancy.
Auspicious. Like fancy? Gallant? Prosperous.
Okay.
Or giving, or
It's a
being
word.
a sign of future success.
Hmm.
So that makes sense. Like, you know, they'd expected him to have a more, like, notable ending, but he was just arrested in some dingy little house on Fresno Street. I think that's the way that what they're trying to say.
It was framed, yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't find any holes in this testimony.
I'm afraid the judge will give a ruling of guilty, Mr. Narrowfodder.
The truth is, though, their combined testimonies fairly damning.
Unfortunately, there don't seem to be any obvious problems with their statements, do there?
Still, if Lord Van Six really is innocent, then I'm almost certain we will find something in there that doesn't quite add up.
You don't think that one of these three could be the true culprit, do you?
Doubtful. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's more to this case than has yet to be brought to light. Okay. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just not sure that it's too if it's too early. But I don't know what else I would present, like honest. We can go through the statements, but like literally what else? Did I examine the hairprint? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay.
I trust you, you're an attorney.
And that's useless. Just like Gossip ran first.
No, he shot first.
Sure. We saw the whole thing from start to finish. I mean, this one we could say, okay, I mean, there's no way you were watching the whole time, but there's nothing I can prove. It was less than a minute after the Reaper gun aside that we all heard a big bang. Yeah. Quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. Yeah, I think it's this one. This was also the one that was modified, right?
Yeah, the one that was definitely changed needs to be.
Yeah. And if that's the case, then the only one I can think of is the board.
Hmm.
Like, there'd be this board. And you definitely. And that must have been what you fell on. Right?
Hmm.
Can't really think of what else it would be. Shall we try it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah! So you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room. Are you quite sure about that?
Well, what else do you expect me to have done, Ed? Does it really matter?
It kinda does. Shut up.
The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations.
Oh, I have an explanation. Hoo hoo. He's such a blubbit.
What is the offense asserting? Nee.
Or if you listen, you'll find out, Prosecutor Asogi.
If that's your real name.
Yeah, that really was the kind of cadence he was saying it with. Jesus Christ. He's really over here. He's really, if that's what you want to call yourself, Prosecutor Asogi. That's what it sounds like. Certainly. There was no bloody handprint found on the floor.
What are you trying to say?
There was a handprint in blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board.
You noticed? Ah, yes, indeed. Indisputably a handprint in the distinctive color of blood. You're that right. That's my right hand. I'd know it anywhere.
That's an interesting way to testify, but okay. I'd know my hand anywhere. My trusty hand that I use every day to
The
spout
witness very
bullshit.
definitely testify that he wiped his hand on the floor.
That means that this one must have been on.
Handprints on the back of the board are irrelevant.
No, they ain't. I mean, that just means that the board was on the floor. Come on. Sogi, use your goddamn brain. Sogi, can you just stand down and think for a fucking second? Now that the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up there.
Just look at the floor plan of the room. Are you looking?
No, I'm not.
The notice board was on the opposite corner of the room. The victim in upright position. Even had somehow been toppled and was lying on the floor at the time. It would have been considerable distance from the body. I fell over when I came across the body. It was basically right next to the corpse, not the other side of the room.
I guess it must have been moved then.
Room? In other words, the defense assertion is contradictory,
Fuck you.
and therefore it's shit.
I'll show you fucking contradictions, you little bitch. Yes, it is. He's like, why is he unfazed? There's a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it you formulate a proper hypothesis, Counsel, regarding this apparent discrepancy between the witness account and handprint found on the scene.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm a smart boy, unlike some people.
Oh wow.
I have, my lord. This discrepancy between the witness's account and the location of the handprints is explained by... I'm assuming the board moved. Someone moved it.
By itself? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the board was... I get it. I get it. I get it. That's what was used to hide the body. Makes so much sense. The real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Good gracious, so it is. The witness put his hand against the board on the fingers pointing upwards.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell us?
Yeah. Well. It tells one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor, as I previously suggested. Which means that after the incident, it must have been moved. Yeah, exactly.
Nani?
Yeah, that's perfect. You don't need to redo that line.
You're claiming that somebody was the notice board after the shooting?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
The badunkadunks.
You're badonkadonk, you hear it? You hear me?
Aye!
Night! You're a badonkadonk. You skadoodle.
You tell the court who? Who?
I don't know that yet. But the point is, I mean, logically it would have... If there was not a third person in there, right? It would have had to have been Gossip, because he's the first one that arrived. Venus didn't even go inside.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, that son of a bitch. He wanted to create more spicy gossip. I don't know that yet, but the point is... When you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point.
And that would be...
The position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord. It must have been behind the door.
So, Counsel, I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. What in the devil happened there? At the time of the incident, where do you maintain my freaking wallet was?
Your wallet, sir?
Yes, I lost.
Oh.
Maybe you know.
I don't know if I can help you with that one, sir.
No? At least show us where notice board was.
I'm assuming it would have been up here somewhere.
Like, okay, but listen to me, like, the thinking, right? Okay? Because, like, Zix, it was dark, and Zix didn't even see the freaking light, right? It's almost like it was covered by
It must have been.
right?
It must have been in front of the light. Like if it was.
Because otherwise, Zix, because like if we are some, Zix must be telling the truth, right? Like we're assuming.
He
If
has
he's
to.
telling the truth, that must be covered, like.
Yep.
Obstructed.
Exactly. Like this is the only option, literally. It's somewhere here.
This is the only moving part in this.
This is the only possible location.
Immediately adjacent to the doorway.
Yep.
On the carpet.
Exactly, my sir. If the court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark, and he couldn't see the body.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think when Gossip smashed open the door, it like toppled it over? And
Maybe.
because maybe Van Seeks, he walked in kind of, you know, slowly and like apprehensively, because oh no, what if I'm noticed, right? But this guy, he testified to smashing down the door and going like, "What the fuck were you doing?" You know, so maybe that toppled it over. And then
Maybe.
Van Seeks, who had been distracted by that, looks back and it's like, "Fuck, there's a body there now." The fuck, you know?
And it's like, oh my, I'm jubilant right now.
Yeah. If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view. And the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
The accused also claims that the victim's body simply appeared before him.
Yep. That's actually really easily explained when you put it there.
That's true. Or in his precise words.
Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
Yeah, because he must have turned around because he noticed the sound, right?
Yeah, door opened, right? And he opened, look at the door, and there's a freaking body there too.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me, at least.
I don't know about calling it a scream, but he was talking about me, and no mistake.
Mm-hmm.
It was me that kicked the door open.
There you have your answer, sir. If you look again at the floor plan. Consider what would happen if the doors to the room was thrown open with force. And that explains how he fell on it.
But can't. This is Rube Goldberg machine.
It wasn't as Rube Goldberg-y as I had hoped. The door struck the notice board, knocking it over and making the victim's body visible.
Oh, 9.
Oh, no.
Good gracious.
Good gracious.
I can see a star.
Oh. Cool. My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw.
Ah! Right in my life point.
Oh, Gus's bag was really hurt. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Order! Order! Counsel, how has it not come to light before now?
After the incident, somebody must have righted the board and moved it. Into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw it when investigating the room. And I'm telling you, I don't know who else that could be but Gossip.
Witness, what have you said for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it has to be him.
Well, me, my lord.
Yes, you. You and your fellows were at the scene before anyone else. It goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board.
The witness in the stand will testify again. Will explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Stop looking at your gas at me. I get the message.
Stop looking at me with them big ol' eyes, Mr. Judge. I mean, I don't know why he would do it, but he definitely did it.
I know anything about the notice board. I just swept my hand on it, that's all.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't got a clue about it. I was doing business with some second years at the time.
Wow. I know anything about anything. I'm just bystander, me. Just a sign at the crossroads of life.
Huh.
With that Reaper, I bet he got a face that screams bored. I can see how it changes ending anyway. The detective still died where we heard the gunshot. None of you can elaborate further. Shaken by the crime they witnessed, and only one light of a few candles and oil lamp by which to see. We can't expect these witnesses to be able to give a more precise account of what happened.
That's right, yeah. I don't pay to expect too much.
It's a man's endless quest for knowledge that's destroying the world. That's what I think. Wow.
Well. Do you?
Really? Da-da-da! Mama! You got to Fremont! Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats-doodles.
Excellent.
Excellent. Congrats-doodles. Do you really? Nice.
Riley. In any case, as this testimony shows, even if the notebook was moved by somebody following the incident, it makes no difference. The gunshot rang out. The accused was the only person at the scene.
Ah!
In short, the only person who could possibly have committed this crime is Baron von Zix.
No, go to hell. PogChamp. Yeah. Try out the new emotes while you're at it.
None of this wrangling over the board changes that simple fact.
Yes, it does. Fuck you, Asogi. It changes everything because
Quite
I
so,
say
quite so. The defense still wish to cross-examine the witness despite the circumstances.
Most certainly, my lord.
Very well. Then you might proceed, counsel.
Oh, let's go, fam. Let's fucking go! Okay. The mystery of the moving board.
I know anything of their notice board. I just wrapped my hand on it, that's all.
So you admit that it was the board you wiped your bloody hand on?
Admit it? What's to admit? There's plain as day for all to see. A smashing printing on my right hand.
Perhaps you wanted to hide that handprint. So you righted the notice board and pushed it into the corner, did you?
No. Imagine the weight of that great lump. Do I look like powerful, well-nurtured man? Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, did you see anybody else move the board? It's like, do I look like someone who can lift a notice board? Look, I'm someone who can lift a notice board, probably. You're lying, okay? Anyway. Well, did you see anybody else moving the board?
I've got nerves of steel, I can tell you, but even I have limits. There was a body on the floor in front of me, and the Grim Reaper himself standing over it. And there was a precious little light inside either. My bottom lip was all a quiver.
Uh-huh. In other words...
In other words... my voice is... I'm sorry. In other words, the defense is unable to give definite testimony on this point. Yes, so it would seem.
No, he's just lying. When you say you were doing business with them, you mean you were selling them fireworks?
Yeah, what else? That's the private school just around the corner, you see. Those cheeky little so-and-sos have got a plan to blow up their school, king to kingdom come.
Do you shiver?
So I've been telling on them. Letting their teachers know what they're up to.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I'm
Didn't want anyone to get hurt. So let the school know that the kids are playing with dodgy toys. Then, praise the Lord, the teachers take all the fireworks off them. And then, praise the Lord again. The kids all come back to me to buy more. Everyone's happy, see? What a racket. I mean, she's definitely very business-minded, that's for sure. really knows how to go about her business.
Yep, that's for sure.
Can't fault that. Can't fault that. Of course, and sometimes the teachers give me a little bonus to thank me for letting me know. It's a busy old life, still need explosives. Come on, go. I was hoping that it was just a time thing.
Beautiful goddess indeed.
Well, telling barefaced lies are kind of my thing, really. I'm ever so good at it. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Some witness comes to the stand, and Ace Attorney. I'm a pathological liar.
I believe you.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay, what did Beppo think about that? Hey, Mr. Sandwich.
Tomate Beppo.
Tomate. Something wrong, Mr. Sandwich? I'm not gonna call him Sandwich, I'm gonna call him Sandwich.
No, you don't respect him, I see.
No, I love him. It's my cute nickname for him.
I see.
Yes.
If I said it was, could we just leave it at that? Would that be end of it?
No. Did Miss Venus' statement just now bring something to mind, perhaps?
Philosophical thoughts. Deep philosophical thoughts. Let's say there was a great liar.
Yes.
And that great liar said, without batting an eye,
Yes.
telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing. I'm ever so good at it.
Yes.
Those words of hers be a lie too, or the truth, in which case, she's not a liar.
Yes?
Oh, it's a hellish paradox, that one, don't you think?
Yeah. What? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But it seems to me that you're suggesting Miss Venus has been lying, are you? Okay. What are you on about, old man? Trying to cause trouble, are you? Keep on like that. And I'll wrap your whole body in firecrackers and set them off. I'll give you something to tremble about.
Wow.
Wow.
You have sternly disturbing mind behind that sweet and innocent face, young lady.
Yep. She just kind of reminds me of, what's her face from the crossover? Estella?
Oh, Estella Cantabella.
Yeah, Estella, right? That's her name, yes.
Cantabella, yeah.
Yeah. That was the ride. So Miss Venus has lied in her testimony. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Sandwich? Mr. Sandwich.
Well, if it means I'll be burning in hellfire for the rest of my days, so be it. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh shit, she's gonna kill him.
Can you elaborate, please, sir?
She's like, no. Or even better, he's like, She just gives me bad vibes. Yes.
Full power, he's headed for the room where the gunshot seems to come from. There was someone else who crept up on the stairs behind him too. That's right, that rotten liar over there.
Okay. Wild.
Hee.
Don't you hee in my fucking courtroom, God. I swear. I hate this entire life. Why did this happen to me?
You mean to say that you did in fact take yourself to the scene of the crime after all?
What did I tell you, eh? Ah! I said it was good to tell him barefaced lies, didn't I?
Yes, you mention it. What a good life.
Well. That revelation rocked the whole courtroom, didn't it?
It really did. Who knew firecrackers packed such a punch?
You didn't indeed visit the scene of the crime, did you, young lady? Good grief!
Well, now you come to mention it. I suppose perhaps I do clearly remember climbing the stairs to the room, yeah?
Either
Okay,
you
I'll be
clearly
1 second
remember it or you
and-
don't! What? What? I didn't hear what you said, I'm sorry. I did it? Oh, did he go? Oh, he had to go for a second. Okay,
Well, I shall consider
No.
a fitting punishment for this perjurious act later.
I didn't hear what you said, so it's just like, what did he say? And then I was like, oh, he left. Ah. I'm deaf. Okay, live my life.
For the time being, you will immediately amend your testimony to reflect the truth.
Nice.
Oh, yes, my lord. Of course. Maybe I just sneak along behind gossip and have a little peek into the room where it all happened.
You make a habit of lying, do you, Miss Venus?
Well, I suppose so. I don't really know, to be fair. If you want my advice, though, I'd take everything I say with a big pinch of salt.
Get some fireworks. Alright, but you did in fact go to the room where the victim was killed on the day in question, didn't you?
Oh, please. As if I would. I can't think of anything more terrifying.
The truth, please.
Well, right, just a bit then. I mean, a girl my age is curious about stuff, you know?
Did you touch anything at the scene?
Oh, please, as if I would. I mean, there was a dead body on the floor.
The truth, please.
Asogi's just like, oh my fucking god. Why do I have to be here?
I'm a gentleman, but I will smack that bitch in a second.
You know what I like about Asogi? It's like Asogi here probably like, I really regret bringing you into this courtroom. This is what happens when he's in here.
The witnesses are freaking mental.
Yeah, I should have never brought him here.
Well, right, just a bit then. I had a look to see if there was anything I could sell. So I did get the place at once over. But it's nothing to write home about.
Oh my god. This is terrible. Right, now, I hesitate to ask, but you didn't move the notice board by any chance, did you?
Oh, please! As if I would touch anything like that! Just a few bits of loot chase and change is all I add.
The truth, please.
Well, right then. I thought there might be something worth having underneath it. So I blasted the flipping thing. Sorry, flipped the blasted thing.
Ah!
You're telling us. That you did move that board?
Apparently, yes. God fucking damn it. Dang nabbit. Why is my life like this?
How did this happen to me?
Yeah.
I think that did slip out, didn't it?
What? You duffed the barn pot!
She really is quite daft, isn't she?
I don't believe it. The girl doesn't think. That's actually correct.
Yep. She doesn't think, she just does. Just vibes. You open her brain and it's all vibes. So, did you find anything then? Something that you might have taken, perhaps? To sell?
Oh, please! As if I'd be so lucky to—
The truth now!
Oh, man. You really are no fun, you know that?
No, I'm not.
You know what? Maybe you should get a career change.
The truth now.
To the fun police!
Well, he's dead, so.
I might have found this old pocket watch on the notice board,
Oh my
suppose.
fucking god.
What a bit of junk like this can be worth much if you ask.
Oh, somebody reacted. I thought that was her.
Perjury.
So was you, was it? You're the one what took it! Oh, I'm glad I got you to voice too. Perfect. Gina! Gina?
Young lady, may I remind you where you are?
No, actually not. Jeez, shut up.
That watch there.
There was a present to Inspector Gretchen from Yard for a big case he solved 10 years ago. The professor case, no doubt. The boss used to wind it up every evening without fail when he was waiting for his grub to come to the pub. I see. I swiped it off him once and blimey was he upset. He gave me a right earful. Said he hadn't missed a day in the last 10 years polishing it and winding it. It meant the world to him, that watch did. Possibly not the best thing to go diving for then. Well, you know, what's done is done, right?
It's not all that, though. I took it to Jap S's that night to ask how much it was worth. But the old dealer wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't give me a penny for it. Said it wasn't working. Knocked about and worthless, he called it. Ah! I knew I should have lifted it.
Will you all shut up?
That watch must be submitted as evidence at once.
I don't know why, but that was the first thing I thought of. It was like a song just going, will you shut the fuck up?
At least it wasn't I.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Just so long as you promise to give it back when we're done.
No.
Not a chance. I'll swipe it from you if you try to get your grubby mitts on it again.
That's enough. Hand the watch to bailiff forthwith.
I really feel bad for Archie. Suffering behind the pure force of idiot in this place. Now, children, watch your manners.
Okay, Papa.
That did not sound sincere.
I was Papa. Good lord. The glass appears to be broken. More than likely, it shattered when the inspector was shot.
Okay.
It doesn't take any more either. Which is why Jabez doesn't want it. What a waste, eh?
Wait. Okay. She went wait, she said she went with it right away, right? Am I remembering?
Am I remembering? That's a good question.
Yeah, there. I took it to Jabez that night. So it was... Okay, so it was within the same day, and it already stopped working. So it must have been... Okay.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It appears to have stopped.
And this also
At the
ties...
hour of 5.
Let's also not forget how this would actually tie into the fact that his time of death is suspiciously not noted on the autopsy report. I'm like, that's gonna be significant later. I think this watch is gonna be your ticket to that.
To watch.
An hour? Exactly when the gunshot was heard, then.
Which supports the prosecution's claim, of course.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do.
Well, it would appear that the mystery of the moving newspaper has been solved at least.
The glass over the face really is badly cracked. Look,
What a shame when the inspector clearly looked after it so carefully.
I imagine Mr. Sholmes could repair it, don't you?
Yes, I should think so.
He's very adept at things like this. A useful man to have around, in fact.
But kindly remember that he's a great detective, Mr. Naruhodo, not an odd job man.
Oh,
Big X for that one.
there's a tiny little stub sticking up from the small hole here. Look,
I suppose there must have been a little knob or something on that for setting the time.
in that case, seeing as we know the inspector took such good care of this watch, it probably broke when the incident occurred, didn't it?
Yes, of course.
Which could mean that there's a small part of the watch still at the scene, maybe? That's gonna be somewhere where it's not supposed to be. Oh! Oh, there's a tiny little keyhole here. Can't you see? Can you see?
Oh yes, that's probably for the winder used to wind up the mechanism.
It looks a little unusual, don't you think?
Yes, you'd need just the right key to wind it, I imagine.
What do you feel as though I've seen something? Something a bit like a key that's about the right size to fit in this hole.
It would be wonderful if we had the key. Let's check carefully what we've already found.
Right, the head. Twist. Chip. It's a key! Miss Subtle, do you think perhaps this key could be the key for Inspector Crickson's watch?
Oh yes, it could be. Let's try it at once. There's no moment to lose.
Shoop. I knew it! Perfect fit.
And look! The inspector's watch has started going again.
Ah, so it has obviously just not been wound up, that's all. Yeah, so that means wait, that means it wasn't broken. Uh-oh.
Yep.
That means he had to have been...
It just wasn't wound up. It just wasn't wound up.
Yeah, exactly. So that means that at the very least, he would have had... What is it, Mrs. Suttle?
Well, if the watch isn't actually broken after all, I have a feeling it could have profound implications.
Yes, it's that he wasn't alive to wind it up. So he's been dead for longer than we think. That's the whole point. She's Stephen Ford now. Perhaps I better start thinking deeply too. You use those 5 brain cells. Go.
It's too much.
Yeah. But like the things that tie it together for me, right, is where is it? It's this. the fact that his time of death is not listed. Definitely the wig. It's just suspicious. I don't know what about it yet, but it's sus.
This
And
injection
the
maybe
watch.
wasn't great on money.
Fine.
And as predicted, it had very little bearing on the case.
Oh, it has all bearing on the case. Fuck you, Asogi.
It has very little bearing on the case.
I'm gonna come over there and punch you, you hear? Ugh.
Almost no bearing on the case.
I'm gonna
Oh,
smack you with the
continue
head of your own
cross-examination.
sword!
Absolutely no bearing.
I'm gonna bonk him with his own sword, you hear me? I'm gonna find him and then we're gonna bonk him. And he's gonna be dead. And he's gonna regret what he told me. You hear me? He's gonna regret talking shit about me. You can continue.
Then continue with your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Yes, sir. But you did go to see what had happened in the room, didn't you?
Presence is my whole world. It's all I know, and I know all of it. I have to make it my business to know if I want to hold my sign up high. So you did go to see what happened. It's not the destination that's important, it's how you get there, isn't it?
I see. You elaborate. Did you notice the notice board in the room? This is funny, I'm sorry.
If you think about it, we're both the same species, aren't we? Of different members of the sign family.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm spotted, I might have tried to trip it up out of a sense of rivalry, I admit.
It's like, fuck you, sign! Ha!
You got
You got. Someone really needs to tell you that you're Homo sapiens, not Homo sapiens.
Homo science.
I hate that! Do you take that back? How dare you? Oh my god.
How dare you make a good joke?
How dare you make a horrifying, absolute shitfire joke? I hate this. This is awful. I swear to god, you are so
Everything's
fired.
ruined.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo, and I'm fired.
Does this mean that you didn't notice the board?
You didn't notice the notice board.
You didn't, but... I can only repeat what I said before. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a sign on the crossroads of life. Wow. In which case, just who was responsible for moving the notice board?
Venus. It was Venus! We already found out, guys! What exactly do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, and don't tell us you've not noticed. He looks like he hates everything in the world, that fella.
Including signs? Is that what you're insinuating?
But not notice boards, they want the things he lies. You can't say it in his eyes.
Mr. Van Seeks? Do you like notice boards?
Yes, I'm notice board sexual.
Oh. I can't say I never noticed.
I was also on an attack helicopter, but...
Uh-huh.
I tell you one thing for really, though. I never took my eyes from that man on the floor. Or of the Reaper, not for a second.
Sorry?
Oh, you will be sorry. Well, I was that scared, I couldn't. You never know what a fiend like that might do if you look away, do you?
I see.
But do you really?
Yes. Well, I don't look away because I think he's cute, but...
I see.
Oh, you don't because... If you didn't take your eyes off the defendant... You should be able to confirm categorically whether or not he was the one who moved the notice board.
Shit.
He did not think about that, I can tell.
Aye, that I can. The Reaper did nothing of the sort. I can swear to that.
Well, I'm glad he isn't stooping to lies, at least.
But if it's true...
But I doubt he did. He didn't testify that he did. And I sincerely hope he wouldn't be dumb enough to lie.
I don't know.
Vinci? I doubt it. He doesn't have any incentive to lie here.
Maybe he's really embarrassed about losing again.
Okay.
I couldn't have missed if he had kept the thing upright again and dragged it into a corner.
Right, glad we've cleared that up.
What happened to the face that screams bored?
Asogi's so exasperated, I swear to god. He hates
This is my most serious case I ever did. I have a chance to freaking convince the one man I want to, and this is what I get.
This is what you get. Silliness with street vendors. Hope you enjoy it. I feel your pain,
Hey,
Kazuma. I really do. Okay. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon that you all heard the loud bang, wasn't it?
The notice board fell over, maybe it didn't. Maybe I fell over, or maybe I didn't.
Okay. Can you be a little more specific?
The Reaper's fate is sealed either way because of the gunshot we all heard. Your fate's sealed too. Wow.
My fate?
Yes, you.
What did I do?
That's right. The defense is fated to lose.
No, we aren't. Fuck you, Asogi.
Thank you.
I'm gonna find you, and you will eat a shoe.
The prosecution to win.
No.
The winner is me.
No. You're just a bad loser. In other words, it all hinges on that single gunshot.
All your base have belonged to me.
No. Asogi, when we win, you still lost.
I was right.
So if I could just find some problem with that part of their story.
If the judge wasn't in your favor, I will win. That's literally how it works, Kazuma.
It may be possible to change your fates.
Don't lose your way to... Oh, of course, no, that changes the fact that I heard what I heard, does it?
Okay.
Actually, homosinus, I don't have ears.
Not much to go
I remember
on.
correctly.
As you've pointed out, Mr. Naruhodo, there's no question that this notice board was moved. Because somebody must have done it.
But it did happen after the event, so maybe Kazuma's right, and it's not relevant to the case.
But it seems to have been deliberately positioned so as to hide the body from view. So I feel sure that there's some deeper significance to all of this.
Yes, I know what you mean.
I have no doubt there are more clues to be uncovered. You're on the right track, I can feel it. So follow your
I
instincts.
can really feel it.
Alright then. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yay.
I guess this, like, the only thing I can... Like, because we were talking about how this one might... I think it's the time of death that we want to... That we want to contest here. Should we present the pocket watch to this? Because the pocket watch not having been wound up.
It sounds sound. Yeah, just try it, you know.
Yeah, like, because here it's saying, the detective died when we heard the gunshot. And we want to say, no, he didn't. He was already dead. That's what we want to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Nice.
I'm afraid that's not necessarily the case.
Oh.
At the scene, we found this key to the winder of the inspector's pocket watch.
A key. To
And
this case.
having wound the pocket watch, we discovered that it in fact still works. You see, the watch didn't stop because it was broken at all. And that fact completely undermines one of the most fundamental premises on which this entire case has been built.
Ah.
Yay! He got angry.
Order! 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 Council! Don't what counsel me. The watch will stop at almost exactly 5 o'clock.
Yeah, which is when we heard that gunshot. Kaboom!
It is exactly the hour.
The time that was showing on the
Check
watch
your
tells
hour.
us nothing other than when it wound down. It's merely a coincidence that it happened to be at 5 o'clock.
Oh, chotto mate kudasai. Even if that's true. The true witnesses here all heard the gunshot at 5 o'clock. So that's obviously when the crime was committed.
No, that doesn't hold.
Why not?
That's such a 5-year-old answer.
Why not, Mommy? Why am I not right? I'm right. Why not?
Well,
He just, I don't know. I don't know why he's just so
going
baby
for
in this. You're
charisma.
just so baby in this trial. It's so funny.
I want to win me.
You know, that's the Sogi in this case. I love him. Recall what Inspector Lestrade said only moments ago.
It's so unfair.
It's unfair.
Why is Rio getting all the clues to get me not to win?
Wait, why does the case always turn out in your favor?
The boss
You are
used to
meanie.
the boss used to wind it up every evening without fail when he was waiting for his grub to come to the pub. Said he hasn't missed it in the last 10 years, polishing and winning it. He meant the world to him. I watched it. The victim was in the habit of winding his watch once a day, in the evening. We can reasonably assume, therefore, that he wound the timepiece on the evening before he died as well.
Yes, that would be entirely reasonable.
But if that's the case, you wouldn't expect the watch to have completely wound down by 5 o'clock the following day. Oh, wow! Oh, Jesus, right! I was thinking that it was like exactly 24 hours, but he would have been
Yep.
dead for even longer.
Yep.
Oh, God. In summary, the evening before the day of the incident, when the gunshot rang out in that room, the inspector was already unable to wind his watch.
You can't mean.
What would stop a man winding his watch if he's been in the habit of winding it every single evening for 10 years? The obvious answer is that he was already dead! I love this. Sogi's not happy about that one.
Order! Order! Council, that is the most extraordinary claim. Extraordinary isn't the word, it's absurd. You claim he was already dead the night before. You really think that Scotland Yard coroner would have overlooked something like that?
She didn't even write it down! Well, on that subject, there is something rather surprising.
There's actually an omission in the coroner's report. The time of death is not noted.
That's right.
I remembered now. Wait a minute, forgetting my legs went from under me when I kicked the door in.
What do you mean? That the sound.
Like I said, I planted my hand in a dirty great puddle of blood. Yes, so the victim's blood hadn't dried. It was fresh.
But you can't prove it was his blood, can't you? You can.
He catches some stars down here.
Like, at this point in
Wink,
time,
wink.
can you even tell? Like, it could have been anyone's blood. They could have gone to a blood bank and just like on the floor, you know? But that blood could be explained by in any number of ways. It could have been put there afterwards. Some fresh blood could have been poured over the victim's body after he...
Does my learned friend think the blood was available on every street corner?
I mean,
have
and
some-
on the black market?
Well, it needn't necessarily have been human blood, of course.
That too. Could have been chicken blood or something.
Nani?
We've been told previously that Scotland Yard has no way to identify blood as human.
The problem is currently being researched. At present, you are correct. It's beyond our abilities.
Basically, he could have just like yeeted a chicken and that would have been enough. You know? Yep. It's and of course we mentioned chickens because Asogi doesn't like chickens, so we want to antagonize him. So then, chicken's blood could have been used, for example.
It's certainly a possibility that it wasn't the inspector's blood at all.
Rubble, rubble, rubble.
I don't know why, but I had a vision of Venus wearing a different kind of skirt, so I was just like, what?
Uh-huh.
She must be cold.
The gunson was heard at 5 o'clock that afternoon. That's beyond question.
Is it though?
What?
He's just like, do you know what are you gonna pull out of your ass this time?
Your ass cannot contain that many bullshit.
This is the face of a man that's given up.
It's impossible for your ass to hold that many bullshit.
You can't have that many pulls in your ass. This isn't a goddamn gotcha.
Oh my, a 5-star. A legendary evidence. A legendary ass pull.
A legendary leap of faith. Oh man, we love stretches. Anyway, given that the time of death of the victim has already been called into question, it isn't beyond the realms of possibility that what these witnesses heard wasn't a gunshot at all.
Oh, please! What are you trying to say?
You literally just said like 10 minutes ago,
I don't know what a gunshot sounds like, but I think it sounds like my firecrackers.
remember that?
That's a big stretch.
Right, I gotta stretch for this
That's a
upcoming
big stretch.
logic stretch.
We did not
Gotta-
know what we heard, and it was a loud bang that came from the room.
Gotta elongate that brain.
Long, smooth brain.
Smooth out the brain and just stretch it like Play-Doh. Anyway.
Your insult doesn't concern me. It slides all through my smooth brain.
Yeah, it just slides
Don't
off.
listen to me. The streets of Earth are his livelihood.
I don't doubt your ears, sir. But all you can state with certainty is that you heard a noise.
Eh? Explain, Mr. Consul.
A noise that sounds like a gunshot could have been made with... This got that thing. The Venus special. Something like this. The culprit could have set off one of those. These to fake a gunshot.
Good gracious, these very fireworks are assaulted by the witness.
I mean, she is right across from the crime scene. It makes a lot of sense.
You heard it.
Now hold on a minute. I think I did it.
No,
you
one of
did.
your customers
What did
did.
I? Actually,
My poor little firecrackers only made a little pop anyway.
it doesn't
see?
matter. You already tampered with the crime scene. You already have a perjury count, and you already have.
No,
the
we
freaking-
don't! They don't exist! You already know that.
Actually, they do because Naruhodo actually got fucked because of
No,
it.
no, 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 no. Perjury only existed that once. Now it stopped existing.
Yeah, when Gina is concerned, that exists. But when oh my god,
Yes.
don't even tell me. But this was so like
Not 100 of them together. The Venus special that you sell for 600 pennies sounds like this. As the court can now attest, it sounds very much like a gunshot, in fact.
Don't bring a fireworks to the gunfight. It's fake. Trying to suggest that somebody set one of those fireworks off at the sea. Are you nuts?
This is where the Rube Goldberg machine comes in. I just know
You
it.
understand it's November.
Yes?
No nuts in this courtroom then.
Ah. I'm suggesting that somebody knew the defendant was in the room at 5 that day, and sought to implicate him by creating a sound like a gunshot for these peddlers on Fresno Street to hear.
I will try to... Even the accused himself has testified that he saw no one else in the room at the time.
And it could have been rigged with like a time bomb.
But that's not fair!
No, it isn't. That's why he's on the defendant's stand right now. You see, Asogi, life isn't fair.
Life is simply unfair. How is it that one solitary snail can change so much? Whether it was a gun or firecrackers, the only person present to cause that bang was Baron von Zix.
What's really funny is that I can't figure out what exactly you're referring to when you say that.
Oh, you really don't?
No, like I can come up with like 2 to 3 different things it could be.
Oh my god, I'm going to tell you after then.
Okay, but yeah, like yeah. Because like there are several things that come to mind when you say that.
Okay. We will come back to that in a short break soon.
Oh, you want to take a little break?
Yeah, we can go, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's best that we take a little break.
One whiff of a match and my firecrackers go pop! See, that's why people like them.
Yeah. Okay. We will. I think we need to refresh and all that. So we'll just be back in a few minutes. Hope to see you guys soon.
Yep.
Hi friends, we return. With the returning of the firecrackers. Kaboom boom.
Thank you. I feel your fingers, young lady. I feel for your fingers, young lady.
Oh, she's fine. Oh, Big Sean. Recently, during my time here in Britain, I've learned a very useful invention indeed. Something called a time bomb? Right.
You have a bomb? Run! Good heavens, a bomb! It could have bombed if you...
Oh no, my stand-up routines aren't that bad. Yes, a device that allows you to blow up whatever you like, whenever you like.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's a very, like, infomercial way
I
of putting
have a
it.
question for you, Council.
Yes, sir.
Do you have something against me?
No.
That's good to hear, that's good.
Mr. Naruhodo, I worry that your unfortunate phrasing there may lead to yet another international incident.
No, wait, it's the whenever you like part that's important.
A time device.
Yeah, you're getting the plot now, Asogi. You want a gold star?
Yes.
Just put a gold star on his forehead.
Perfect.
Perfect. Gorgeous. Beautiful boy.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yes, exactly. A time device.
Do you need a flip chart?
Yeah. Do you need a, yeah. It's like, do you need, he's like, he pulls up a conspiracy wall. It's like, okay, let me just.
It's really simple. Just listen.
It makes more sense when I explain it. Something of that nature could have been planted at the scene. A device that was able to produce the sound of a gunshot long after the culprit had left.
I see. Your extravagant claim will have to be substantiated with evidence, Council. What proof do you have to suggest in any way that a time device was employed to create a gunshot sound?
You already know this. As the court has already discussed, the tip of one of the candles in this candelabrum has been blown off.
Indeed, because it was struck by the bullet, which presumably passed through the victim. Also, just like a small question, Mina.
Yes.
Did you set up something on the soundboard? Did you set up the thing on the soundboard?
I think I downloaded it, but I forgot to add it. I can add it now. Yeah,
That's
let me just do it. No, I'm gonna do it. Oh shit. Okay. No, it isn't there yet. Where is it? Download. There it is. And oh no, not this. Why?
Never mind.
I have it now.
I love that you actually did that now.
Oh, why? You want me to play it? Is that what?
Well, if you have any evidence, like any like recording of the incident.
I don't think that's possible, my lord. Since there was
Are you sure about that? Not possible, wy.
When did you become French?
When I freaking realized that those witnesses have no idea what they're talking about.
Because of the scorching.
Oh, you have a problem with me now?
There are gunpowder scorch marks clearly visible on the broken candle. Yeah.
Gunpowder.
That feeling when you try to say a word and it just does not come out right.
They are goodness, yes, but is it not the case? But there was also scorching on the victim around the bullet entry wound.
That's right, there was, but as we heard earlier, scorching like that only occurs when the target is at a very close range, a matter of centimeters from the gun. Oh right, like it couldn't have done both. I never thought about that. That's true.
You can't have everything.
Like, if it scorched the victim, it couldn't have scorched the wall, or the other way around. You know?
Just imagining it just here. Oh!
Which means that the scorching on the candle can possibly be the result of a gunshot.
Suggesting it came from the fireworks.
Yes, sir! That's also you.
How can this be?
The fact that there's such visible scorching on the candle suggests that the fireworks must have been right next to it when they exploded. Or to put it another way, the candle and firecrackers were joined together.
Holding matrimony.
The culprit somehow attached the firecrackers at a point partway down the candle. After the killer had left the scene, the candle slowly burned down along with the other two, until eventually it ignited the fuse on the firecrackers, generating a loud bang!
Bang.
Do you love me now, Asogi?
No.
And that is how these three witnesses came to believe they'd heard a gunshot at 5 o'clock.
Well, that's what a plot.
I did my best.
And this implies that the victim could have died earlier than we were led to believe. That previous day, even.
Yep. That is exactly.
The year previously.
Yep.
Maybe he didn't even die at all.
You mean it was Christmas?
No, just hold your horses.
You mean it happened on Christmas?
Oh my god.
You mean it was Christmas Eve?
I was not there, saw the victim guy in the building, remember? It was Christmas. The radio was playing.
Share this. Share this to scare Ace Attorney face. Did you read this? You did, right?
Yes, I did. I even ad-libbed. I couldn't forget the flame-colored hair even if I wanted to. Do you remember anything else beside her?
The person you saw entering the building wasn't the victim at all. Consider this.
Consider this. Oh,
Obviously, anybody can wear a wig. So the person
What?
that these witnesses saw entering the building 15 minutes before the incident
wait.
occurred
Is
could
that
easily
true?
have been someone else entirely wearing the red hairpiece. Is that true?
Anybody could wear a wig?
Do you
What?
wear a wig?
Sure.
Okay, time to give Argo a wig. Yoink.
2 to 3 days shipping.
Oh no, that usually takes longer to ship, sadly.
Oh, you're outsourcing, yeah, then yeah, weeks.
Yeah.
Someone else, do you mean to say?
It's the real killer. It was the same person who contrived the firecracker trick. God, that's hard to say. Yeah. In other
The
words,
cracker fire
Inspector
trick.
Gregson's killer!
Oh, you mean those crackers were really hot?
I'm pretty sure that's gotta be a silver.
Ha 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 ha.
Haha!
Ha 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 ha.
Just smack him. Then his theme starts playing, like, what the fuck?
Oh, very impressive, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, if that's your real name.
He really is over here calling. It's just like, dude. I know you.
Dude, you're literally my ex, you should know.
Huh. Kazuma? Honey, why? Do you
Funny
need,
joke,
do you
I
need a
see.
Snickers?
You hungry?
Yeah, you hangry right now?
I'm really quite amazed you've come this far.
sorry, I really like his.
After all, wasn't I the one who told you that you had all the makings of great defense lawyer?
Yes. What is this
Well, I
about?
was wrong.
What is this about, Asogi? Are you sad that I stood you up last Christmas? Is this what this is about?
What is Christmas? I also wanted the lack of time of death in this report. A stark commission. And as far as I'm concerned, the whole country justice system leaves a lot to be desired.
Oof.
Wow. Oof.
Oof.
Right in the
ballicles.
right in the judiciary hit points.
Right in the ballicles. So I'm gonna wait with playing it until the perfect opportunity arises.
Order! 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 Prosecutor Asogi. What on earth do you mean by that statement? I hear that many of the leading members of Britain's judiciary are present to observe this trial today. Are you having fun?
Oh, is this enjoyable for you?
You're not clowns, you're an entire circus. So we cannot allow even the slightest doubt to be overlooked. Madre de Dios! The defense assertion about the time of death based on the victim's stopwatch is just conjecture. You know what's conjecture? Your face? Wow.
Your face.
But while the possibility exists that my learned friend may be correct, we have a duty to explore. Well, certainly. I would agree with you. I would even say we need to inspect every nook and butthole of this case. I think it will stick. Yeah, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
And what immediately comes to mind, of course. What was Inspector Gregson doing and where did he go on the day before the incident?
Do you know?
Of course I
Do you know, Asogi? And why are you being so coy about it?
The inspector always carried out his investigative work alone.
But somehow you knew.
His movements were treated as confidence within Scotland Yard. Even within the yard. However, considering the evidence we've been presented with so far, I'd say it's fairly apparent what case the man was pursuing, wouldn't you, my learned friend?
I do have a feeling about what case he might have been investigating.
I get it. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
Surely.
right.
This is what Asogi wanted.
Allegedly.
This is what Asogi wanted.
Hello, Xis_2. Welcome to the stream.
This is what Asagi wanted.
What?
This is what Asagi wanted.
This is what Asogi wanted. Oh, fuck. I forgot to read that.
Yeah, I know.
My lord! Not Asogi. The defense
Not
believes it
Asogi.
can explain to the court the case that was being investigated by Inspector Gregson at the time of his death. Hello, Strem. Welcome to Strem. We are kicking Asogi's ass. But I see this is what he wanted.
Very well, counsel. Present your argument to the court.
He wants to stick his grubby fingers into the professor case. That's what he wants. He was investigating.
What evidence is suggestive of the case being investigated by the inspector on the day prior to the incident?
Okay, now I'm actually not. I mean, right?
Come on.
The newspaper? Or the wig? He was investigating the red-headed leaks shit, right?
Maybe the board?
I guess the board. Oh, right.
I mean, do you try to remember what you're trying to prove here?
Yeah, what was he investigating? I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The notice board for the Red-Headed League was on this.
Wait, what?
Okay, no.
You can say that you find your answers suggestive for anything in particular.
First one, yeah.
Or then perhaps that is utterly wrong. That much you have clarified most expertly. Congratulations, Rino Secondary Honor. You deserve a reward for that expertly display. Perfect.
Did you just draw Karuma on me, my friend?
I think, Mr. Nadahododa, there's one particular piece of evidence that really does stand out in showing what case Inspector Gregson was investigating.
I have the answer now! Please let me answer again! Okay, the wig?
Yes, the wig, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking, because there was a notice about the Red-Headed League here. Wig. Because I knew what I wanted to prove, but I thought it would have been a notice board. I believe this red hair piece points to the answer. Forget that other one. That wasn't me. He does not seem to know. Chad, he doesn't know.
I don't know either. What's happening?
We might assume it was part of a disguise used to carry out an undercover investigation. It is a lot of fun, this game.
Surely not. Such a brightly colored hairpiece would only serve to make the inspector more noticeable.
Like, this game is so much fun. I never get tired of it. Yes, that's quite true. Also, the music is vibe. Look, even Ducky is vibing to it. It would definitely have made him stand out in a crowd. Except, that is, in a crowd of gentlemen from the Red-Headed League.
The Red-Headed League. So, you already worked it out.
Yep.
Okay, Kakudori.
He's like,
I'm so smart.
Diabolical scheming right there. Should I play it?
I don't know.
I really want to play the soundbite. Does anybody want to hear the soundbite?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
You gross, you're pervert! Help! Help! You got follicles!
That's such a good clip. He's trying to tell me about his follicles! I never get tired of listening to it.
What on earth is this about follicles? Are you a pervert, Prosecutor Asogi? There's such extraordinary league of freaking follicles.
Follicles. Don't use difficult words with the demons.
No. The Red-Headed League is currently under investigation of being perverts and for grand deception.
Basically, they cheated people out of their money. That's my thought.
Let's move it. A deception of what nature, Council? It's been targeting red-headed men across all of London and tricking them out of small sums of money. Two men were arrested for the misdemeanor only yesterday, in fact.
Oh great, we're gonna have to talk to them, are we?
No!
My lord!
My dude.
The defense calls for those two men to be summoned at once. Ah yes.
Yes.
We already know who
Two
these guys
redheads?
are. Yeah. It's less than 3 redheads. So hopefully you can handle it. Inspector Gregson clearly infiltrated the Red-Headed League using this hairpiece. So it's very likely that he had direct contact with these criminals. And it's quite possible that such contact led to more serious events.
Oh my.
But yeah, Sogi is definitely trying to dig into the professor case.
Yep. I concur that we cannot in a good conscience leave this new avenue unexplored.
He thinks that there was probably some bullshit going on behind the scenes.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm assuming from his perspective, it's either. I mean, his dad is definitely dead. I was about to say he thinks his dad is still alive or some shit. I doubt that, but that he was
Maybe
perhaps
Gregson was against-
scapegoated.
Yeah.
He was scapegoated, and he isn't actually the moiterer. He was just waned.
Well done, Mr. Netherfiddle. You are so smart. Good job on using your brain cell.
That's bad.
Well, it's another possible line of inquiry for us, at least. One that isn't the Reaper.
Don't be the Reaper. The prosecution will make immediate agreements for the judgment to appear. You hear me? Bring those two red-headed league conspirators before me, Prosecutor Sogi. Aye. At once, my lord.
Aye. Aye.
Very good. We will have a 30-minute recess. Court is adjourned.
Oh, I don't get to.
What's up?
Oh, I really want us to keep listening to this. Oh, also, would anyone be up for, like, if we have some extra time after finishing the game, we could, like, go through some of the art book or something? I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, totally.
Because I mean, I have the physical art book too, but
And also we can also browse like through the freaking escapades.
yeah, the escapades. Oh yeah, are those like long? I know you went through
No,
them.
they are not long,
Okay.
but like
There are many of them.
like the bonus stuff might take 1 weekend.
Yeah, maybe we'll consider it.
Yeah,
There's some very
we will
interesting
see.
notes in it. I heard.
Yep.
10:33 p.m. The Old Bailey defendants at antechamber.
Antechamber.
Oh, there you are, Otto.
What kept you, my dear fellow?
I have the exact same pose. Look at them. Don't talk to me or my
Almost
daughter.
like Gina is freaking sponge.
Yeah, she's a sponge for input right now. That's so cute. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Gina.
You sure about what you said in there? That the boss, you know, actually died the day before? Pretty hard to swallow. Yes, I was shocked by the revelation too, Gina.
As was I, possibly more shocked than both of you.
No, he wasn't.
This is not a freaking...
It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes. He definitely wasn't. He's been lying so much lately, I don't trust anything that comes out of his mouth anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe he should just stop lying, I don't know. But I was more shocked than all of you put together.
This is the autopsy report in question, is it?
Yes, it's strange that there's no time of death noted. I suppose there's a simple explanation, or perhaps it was a deliberate omission.
Oh dear, if it was deliberate. It puts me in mind of the last case we worked on, and Dr. Seif.
I know. Anyway, it seems that on the day before Lord Van Sheeks discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, so perhaps something happened with them.
Ooh.
Ooh. Come to think of it, you had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick?
No.
You were tricked.
Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it. My sleuth-hound interest was merely piqued slightly by a rare scent of weekly £4 income.
And that scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose.
The two criminals in question are the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so too.
The metalshomes are sweet, I mean.
That's right, Zeus.
It was me what took them in. Thanks to a tip-off by a good law-abiding citizen.
Indeed, yours truly.
Must be nice for you. So it's gonna be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? You know, those two. Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? Why would the Inspector have been investigating them?
Well, the likely explanation would be the Gregson Owl's sleuthhound interest was piqued by the rare scent of a weekly £4 income.
I doubt it. He actually does his job. Don't tar in with the same brush as you, Schultz! Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
That's code word for shut up, you cheap bitch.
You trash.
Shut up and stop being so goddamn cheap.
Stop
Yes.
being a poster boy of trash boys.
Well... Then there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Seeks for some reason.
The Reaper, the Red-Headed League, Inspector Gregson, Lord Van Seek.
And Kazuma was being very weird. I feel as though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow. He knew. Don't know how, but he knew.
Gosh, I think you're right.
What's he really trying to achieve here today? Nothing good. Definitely nefarious bullshit.
All the answer will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow.
Are you gonna tell us about what happened to Asogi soon?
The recess will be over very shortly.
Damn you. Yes, you're right.
Of course I am.
Kazuma was determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial. And he was determined that I should take the defense. Just what is it that he's hoping to make me see, I wonder? I get the feeling we're a long way from the end of this trial yet. Are you ready then, Mrs. Settle?
Yes.
Thank God I don't have to do it again. The bailiff voice. I mean, I say it as if it's not my own fault.
Yes, exactly.
It's my.
If it isn't the consequences of your decision.
Yeah. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, biting me in the ass. Go Bailey courtroom, it's 1 p.m. Come hang out. Hit
In the name of Her
7-3.
Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare the court to be in session again. Wait. Resume the closed court hearing of Baron von Zix, the president who stood accused for murder. How could you do it?
Certainly does make quite a stance, doesn't he? Look at his beautiful stance.
Yeah, quite definitely. Now then, Prosecutor Asogi.
He's so handsome from the front. So
What do you
handsome
mean
from a
the
different
front?
angle. I mean, because he's standing at a different
lord.
angle than usual. Milord.
Have you summoned the witnesses as requested?
The whole family really is here today.
Yes, the two members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception.
Both my boyfriend and my other boyfriend is here.
He arrived not long ago from local prison by police carriage.
Nice.
Very good.
Very, very good.
Very, very good. Bailiff ushered the two men into the courtroom.
Hi, sir. Let's go. Yep.
Was who?
I was the small one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how
It's
I
too bad
remember.
being. I remember being a small one. Okay. Being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupation, but state your names now for the court.
Swindler by
unemployed.
trade, my lord.
Professional body. I am Fabian de Rousseau, a descendant of the great de Rousseau family from Nice, in France.
And they do in swindling, do they?
Oh my god, I want that. I want that spaghetti, never-ending spaghetti. in my
Yum,
god,
yum.
I want
Yeah, I
it.
know, right? Who doesn't
I
want?
want it.
Who doesn't want never-ending spaghetti?
And my name is Pepino de Rossi.
Oh.
Of course it is.
I am the first son of the great Familia de Rossi, the landowners from Napoli.
Okay.
Two men first became acquainted at the boarding school for European nobility.
Why are they swindlers then?
Those who graduate from dancing the future leaders of Europe.
And you decided to get a head start by scamming people?
But of course. But. Do you have any idea how boring it is to be born with a noble blood?
Ah, I see.
I make it my mission to get the better the world by employing the little Greek cells for my brain.
To scam
This is
people?
all I'm trying to do, huh?
So... That's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out?
Oui. You could say that.
Not bad, eh? He has the grand ideals, but the petty plans. The strange combination is at the charm of the hilarious brothers.
God damn.
Oh my fucking god.
See, couple?
God damn it.
No. I don't.
No.
Listen to me, Peppino. I have two signs to say to you.
Eh? Are you about to tell me one of your granty anecdotes?
Oh, great.
Firstly, I want you to stop calling me the capo.
Is it like
And secondly-
captain or chief or something? What does that mean?
We are not the hilarious brothers. This is a serious business.
Gibello, there it is! The capo's trouble card. The furrow brow.
Oh wow.
It is deep, no capo. The furrow and the meaning of your words.
I cannot place his voice, I'm sorry.
God has been led to believe that under the banners of the red-headed pig.
Let's just hope he goes away soon so I won't have to voice him anymore.
Do I have good news for you?
Yeah, no, right.
You've conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Oui, c'est vrai.
I hate when that
What
happens.
exactly was the nature of this deception by which you plan to defraud?
Okay, doesn't matter.
Alors, I will explain it.
No, capo. Leave it to me.
Oh god. Now this music starts again, does it?
As you see, we both have the vivid red hair, no? At school, we were teased for this without pity. The capo here, as many times behind the schoolhouse, crying like the Trevi fountain. Where? So stocks. One day, Savoy will respect those minutes. Every night, you bury his.
C'est bien, Peppino. Enough. I will explain the rest.
You're really just out here.
And he cried
This
like a
step is the
bitch.
newspaper advertisement.
Oh,
You will eat a soup, Peppino.
no, I won't.
But 1 week before the plan was put into operation, we received the same notice in every paper in London.
Yes, we saw that notice. It was this one, I believe, entitled To the Red-Headed League.
Oui, c'est ça. I'm honored that you've seen it.
It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair. And that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4.
On the date specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at park as specified in the advertisement. And from each person present, the pair took an application fee of 5 shillings. And with the money to France, it was the plan most elegant, no? No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned anybody was foolish enough to be taken by
Well,
such
you're a
obvious...
soggy.
The park was described by one witness as choked with red-headed folk, like a coster's orange barrow.
The day on which all those men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered. Crucially, those two men spoke face to face with every single person present that day. I've seen more red-headed people in one day than I will see in the rest of my life.
See! I don't know! Every time I see the capo's hair, I feel sick to my stomach.
Anyway, we have been summoned here today.
Sorry?
The date for a final trial was not until tomorrow, I was told. Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph. Very good. Good job.
Good job.
So, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, you will now give your formal testimony for the court. That's so fun.
Yep.
On the subject of the gentleman picture in this photograph. Of course, we are always ready to help with the law.
Uh-huh. You mean by breaking it?
We are more than 1,000 people assembling in the park on the Lime Street that day.
But I don't recall the man in this photograph. Hey, capo!
None. I don't remember him. Obviously he's dead now, but I assure you he was not in the park.
Alora, this victim has nothing to do with us.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. Is it all fault that you get caught in the first place?
I don't know why, but they strangely look like they're wearing like white face makeup.
Well,
Like very
you
weird.
can spot testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain?
Maybe it's just the way their clothes are cut that makes it look weird.
I'm quite certain. Or maybe that because they're freaking pale and they're red-headed. We did not interview this
Yeah,
man.
maybe it's the contrast with the hair, but I just feel like the face is just like lighter than everything else. Like even looking at the hand right now. I don't know.
I mean,
Like doesn't it look like there's like a like right at his bow there? There's like a little change of hue. I don't know. Am I blind? That's what I'm seeing.
I think what you're seeing is called shadow.
True.
Nobody looking like this came to the park. This I can promise.
It must be noted that they have been arrested for a grand deception, however. However, this court has little confidence in your assurances.
That's fair.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit. Shit poop. Balloony. Uffa. What is attitude? We're getting nowhere, eh?
She's really a sulking now. Haha, that's so funny, dude. You're so funny. Oh my god, haha. What a knee slapper.
How you live with yourself. This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard.
Uh-huh.
It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed League, undercover.
Ah! I have the answer! Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, eh?
That is ridiculous.
Glad that you put him in his place. There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League. Which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed.
Very well. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Ah, yes, my lord. Having a big, do you think? Okay. 1,000 people? That's a very big crowd.
It was kind of spectacle that come from all over the capital.
See, the couple here, he has the magnetismo animale, eh? Nobody else could attract so many people. If I could be born again, I would be the capo.
And those people wanted the money, Peppino, the £4 per week.
Peppino's really over here like, God, he's so cool. I don't know if I want to marry him or be him. Really got that energy.
Are you suggesting that you spoke personally with all those applicants? That we did? Because every one of them pays 5 shillings.
We take their names and we take their money. And we take their addresses as well. So we can go steal more of their money. That part was a joke, of course. Then I tell them we take some days to let them know by a post, if finito. Maybe it's 2 minuti a person. We start early in the morning and we stop late at night.
So you earned 5,000 shillings in one day? That's a small fortune.
We have thought that there were thousands such gullible redheads in London to start with, because we know London only has 20 people.
Yeah, that's pretty sus. One of whom was a great detective with chemically altered hair. But let's not talk about that. He doesn't look at all familiar?
No, I don't think so. And this is a wig, eh? He was trying to trick us. I do not like the people who are trying to trick the other people.
Says the con artist.
We were only doing cons for fun, so it doesn't count.
If between them they interview 1,000 people with red hair, it would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face.
No, signore. I may be small, but my memory is very large. I never forget a thing.
That shadow looks so unnatural.
In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park.
I'm sorry, I'm being mean. I'll stop being mean, I apologize.
I don't think you're going to stop.
You know, over here, like, I don't like the jacket. But he's not gonna give the court a definite, it seems.
Capo. You didn't see a man like this, huh?
But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day.
Please, that's true. My eyes were burning by the end of the day.
Surely then, you can't actually remember every single person, every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present?
Normally, the red hair is very distinctive, eh? Well, no, when you have 1,000 redheads crowding around, then it's just an eyesore.
That's fair.
But if there was some other information you could give us, then maybe we would recall.
Das ist not the line, Pepino. Remember, we did not remember him. We are sure of that fact, huh? There was a man with a red hairpiece, but his mustache did not match the color. Then I do not think I could have forgotten.
That's true. Hasuma said these two had only been shown that photograph and they'd been told nothing else at all. But what if I fed them just one other detail about the victim, for instance? I mean, the name... Oh, the name! They took the names! Right! Right? If they took down people's names, then would they not have his name on record? Tobias Gregson? Or is it his profession? It's definitely one of the two. What do you think?
I would think profession, but I'm not sure either.
Well, we can give that one a try. I can certainly appreciate that. Just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember this situation. In this situation. But what if I tell you that the man in the red hairpiece was actually a detective?
The man is a photograph, a detective.
Yes.
It would appear he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito. Sorry, but this changes nothing.
It does! What is it? Something to add, Mr. De Rossi?
JC? I'm always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper.
What I mean is... Do you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance?
Eh? What did he just say about the detective?
Yes.
Keep your mouth shut, Pepino. You have said enough earlier.
By the way, Capo, what's the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard.
What?
What? Yeah. Good lord.
Uh-oh. Pepino, please.
Order, order, order.
Or Dar.
Order.
Mortar. Wait, what?
Explain his bold face in your testimony, witness.
It's simple. A man who...
There was not such man.
A man who was at the park said to us that he was
No,
an
there
inspector.
was not such man. No. Gosh.
Madame, what are you saying, Capo? Have you forgotten, eh?
I've forgotten nothing. Nobody like this comes to the park.
Why is he so adamant on hiding it? He's like, no! It's like, yes. But then he's like, no! But then he's like, yeah. How weird.
Basta, Capo, basta! You beat me at many things, but not two. The memory and the meals. Like I said, when it's time to eat the pasta, no one is the faster.
But you are inferior to me in every other way, so shut up.
Oh wow, that's so mean. Disappointed parents energy much?
Yeah. Shut up, Todd. This is how much he's done. You did this, sir. There was a man who came to the park and said he was an inspector from Scotland Yard.
Mm-hmm.
However, he looked nothing like the man in your photograph. He was someone else.
That's interesting. How can you be so sure?
Because the start of his face it was completely different.
See? It's true. The man who came was a younger. His face was clean shaven, his eyes were sadder, his chin was thinner.
A very specific description.
Hmm.
I wonder if...
No resemblance whatsoever, then.
Why is this whole case so sassy-wassy?
Anyways, I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him, "If you are really a detective, show us the proof."
See, the couple here, he doesn't take no nonsense, eh?
But he was well prepared. He said he had identification.
Identification? You mean official police inspector's identification?
That is most unconvincing.
Sorry, my lord?
Also, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection. It's quite out of the question.
But then why did he do it? No, we need to think about why he did it.
Definitely, why would he expose his true identity? Clearly the papers were fake.
Sergio, you are a capo, you are a genius. If we say in Italia, it takes a feast to recognize another, eh?
And what happened after he announced that he was a detective?
He became very annoying. He said you are under investigation. I took his papers from him and chased him out of the park.
It was fantastical. And look, here's the identification.
Why the fuck do you have it?
2 stole it from the man.
That's wild.
He had it coming. He made us very scared. But he was not who he said that he was.
Indeed, the person described does not appear to have behaved as true Inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
But I like them.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Now, let's return to the witness testimony.
Let's see. Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside. You? Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it? Out of interest, what name is given? Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson. Wait, what?
Sounds familiar.
What a funny coinky-doodle. Wow. The Scotland Yard insignia looks genuine to me.
But how?
And the department and identification number details are all correct as well.
Since when have you known those? Do you mean to say?
I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard.
But that's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all? What? But door's dead. That. Woo! Oh my god. But we only have your word for that.
See, but what else can we do, huh?
True.
But we are not having much fun these days. First we are arrested, then we are shown the horrible picture of a dead man. And now you question every single thing we say. We are the victims here. Hey, couple.
No. You were caught carrying out a plot to swindle hundreds of innocent people.
Ah! You have to bring that up, eh? It's not fair. Hey, couple.
Like how he doesn't answer.
No.
It's like, a capo. That's no capo to you!
You capo.
You capo. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Come on, you promised not to say. Hey, couple.
After we had taken all the money that day, we should have left the country. That was my plan. I left the purchasing of the tickets to the ferries as a dog kick to my companion. But the paused and found the wrong day.
Oops.
See, that is an easy mistake to make, huh? The 1st, the 31st.
Oof, I have no sympathy for you. You're an all day late for the boat because of your stupidity. And it's only because of this that the so-called great red-headed detective caught us.
What's going on?
Couple, you know what I think? That's the work of God. It's a holy punishment, eh?
Pepino, for the last time. It's not all punishment, it's only your fault.
It's not holy punishment, it's wholly your fault. That's funny.
Ah!
Don't blame God for your unholy mistakes.
He really does seem like he's dying, doesn't he? He's like, life points, you know. Still
You're
you.
making me see with anger.
Maybe I make a mistake, but when it's time to eat the pasta, no one is faster.
Kind of funny. I like saying that. Eat at the pasta, no one's faster. Look at that. And I've seen the evidence. Yeah, by your non-stop eating. You haven't told us much we didn't already know.
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, if it wasn't the inspector's diary, it seems likely that he must have gone to Lime Street that day. And yet, these two both claim that they didn't see him.
I have to say, they don't appear to be telling lies. They don't appear smart enough for that.
Well, they are experts in deception, don't forget. Sounding plausible is their specialty. They may be lying simply to avoid being implicated in this case as well.
Surely, if they were truly experts in deception, they wouldn't have been caught.
A fair assertion. Well, yes, you do have a point there. It seems to me like we need more information.
Definitely.
Okay, now we need to actually start thinking here. 2000.
Because we weren't before.
Don't recall the man in the photograph. Don't
Wait,
remember
I'm not-
him. He was not in the park. Victim has nothing to do with us. I don't know. I'm lost.
You lost?
Like,
You
is
didn't lose yet.
is it this one? Because I mean, this is real, right?
This is real. Yes, it's real.
We're saying it's
You
real.
expected it?
Just like, he was not
Yeah.
there, but it's like this one proves that he has to have been there because this is his. That's the only thing I can think of. What do you think?
That's some circle logic, but
Well, yeah, but if this is real identification, right?
yeah,
And it was taken from him that day,
yes.
who would have had that identification? Gregson himself, right?
Ugh.
He hadn't reported it stolen. We haven't heard anything about that. So logically, the person in possession of this identification would have been Gregson himself. So if this identification was really there that day, then that means that the person owning it would have been there as well. Or of course it was someone else who had stolen it, but we don't know yet.
Right.
But I don't know.
Did we get like any new statements during that?
No. I mean, there's this
Right. Go to statement 4 again.
one. This victim has nothing to do with us. Press it.
Yes. No, don't press it. No. Present the freaking identification. Because the victim has something to do with it because they have identification of Tobias Gregson, the victim.
Yep. On the right track, but not quite there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's not circle logic, it's just logic, yeah. We just assume it couldn't be Tobias Gregson, but it must be because it says Tobias Gregson.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think that's circular logic.
So they are related to the...
Like, I don't think it's
to the
circular
victim.
logic, considering that it's...
No, because it proves that they are related to the victim, the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely.
No.
Miss Lestrade?
Wait, what? Why Miss Lestrade? What is your intention here, Counsel?
Is this really a fake or is it genuine? That's the question. Which we can't answer ourselves.
Don't be ridiculous. Moscow's only a detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen.
That is the boss's! No question about it!
It can't be.
Ahsoka's really having a hard day today, as I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed Leaf's enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation.
The horse! Oh my god. Order! Order!
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he was always on me about it. If you lose something, report it at once, he'd say. Could it be then that the inspector was physically unable to report it. Physically. Eh? What are you saying?
Unable to? You're not suggesting.
Yes. It's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No.
Yes, Asogi.
Order! Order! Order!
The defense posits that the victim was killed that day, the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that?
I know nothing.
Police says together, Pepino. He immediately, like, this was funny how he instantly went back up.
Yeah.
Mon Dieu, you can't have like a master criminal than that, no?
I wish I had returned to Italia.
Stop crying, Pepino, please. Otherwise, I...
Love, stop your whining and start talking! God.
Well, I believe the court will need to hear your story in considerably greater detail.
I know nothing. I done nothing.
Shut up.
But you will tell everything. Or face the worst possible outcome.
How old are they? I'm curious. They're 25! What? Why are they behaving like 12-year-olds? Come on. I swear to God. Man babies, a lot of them.
You dry your eyes and testify again.
Jesus.
About those identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them.
Crying out loud. Stop crying out loud, please. I beg you.
I beg your pardon?
Just a crying God. Not having a good time, I see.
The truth is, we took him prisoner at camp for the night in a secret hideout.
You what, mate?
Even though I didn't think it was a real detective, I was scared to let him go that day, just in case. What the hell?
We took the man's identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours.
What the hell was going
There
on?
might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. The next morning we let him go.
He spent the night in a nice room. It wasn't nothing like prison, really. Wah.
The fuck?
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man?
But no, see, no! It was not like prison. Okay.
He was a very comfortable and a calm and a happy. A couple?
It was never part of my plan. I swear it.
What is going on?
Over. So you think it was all my fault, eh? That's because I got the date of the ferry wrong by one little day.
My God.
I do not.
I just think it was your fault. If I was not thinking it was your fault, Peppino, I know it.
No, per favore, couple. It's not affair.
You shall have plenty of time squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen. What is the freaking double bodies freaking combat the last case? It's almost like, what the hell? I didn't believe this could have been a real detective.
Double baddie, half the brain cell, something like that?
Yeah. Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
Oh my God. What is going on? So on the day before the incident, Rickson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. The fuck? The absolute fuck! Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me, I never intended that to happen. I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
Do you think?
But there was nothing else I could do.
See, nothing else. This wasn't the first crime for the couple. He was at the end of his wits.
I've told you before, Peppino, that is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind.
Mm.
What about this hideout of yours? An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street.
Okay.
We rented a place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the couple here.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired, eh, couple?
What am I supposed to say to that, oh Peppino?
And it was the house. It was in the house described that you confined Inspector Crichton, was it? I'm so confused.
Oui.
I'm so confuzzled. I absolutely have no idea what the fuck is going on. Help.
You have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a bartender, not an inspector.
Mm-hmm. That's your defense in it? That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was the real inspector, then there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right, but you couldn't be completely certain.
It was just like as a precaution? Too scared? Why?
Because we hadn't come to the park, we didn't know. There was a chance that I had seen through my plan.
And if this wasn't the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow the whistle on us. What if he was just feigning to be an inspector? It was up to no good, without a doubt.
I think most people will agree that it's you two who were up to no good.
Yep.
Well, see, you may be right. Hey, couple.
The point is, we are not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to make the man a prisoner.
Sorry. That I forgot this. I'm turning off the soundboard. I should actually just turn it off. Every time, like I use it once and just turn it off again, cause, God. What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place.
See, I asked myself the same question.
We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I've forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me.
See, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said.
What?
You probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyways, I was not rude, I just politely asked him why you said it. And that's when he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, I took out his identification.
What was Inspector Crichton playing at? I know, right? It sounds like he really wanted to stand the fuck out.
Tell the court what happened next. Took him back to the hideout, you say?
See, we did it, we did!
Do we want to just, like, go through this? That being his identification book here, correct?
See! That is the one!
What made you believe that it was a forgery?
I never seen a real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, this man. Oh, Laura, I was thinking. He must be falso. Eh, capo?
We, just as Peppino said, we are convinced it was not genuine.
And so together, the hilarious brothers, we took the man captive.
All we did was shove him inside a locked room. Then we made preparations to track all the money.
That is a very matter indeed. And for a penny, and for a pound. What do you mean by little tussle exactly?
Both, it was nothing, just a minor incident.
The falso inspector. He was a real piece of the work, eh, capo?
What happened?
Although it was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what does he do, huh? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilatore.
Can you blame him? Like, really?
How dare he escape captivity?
We commit false imprisonment, and then he tries to escape. God! The manners of
What
this
a
man.
rude man!
What a rude man.
We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again.
Can you blame us?
Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you?
So, who do you think we are? Of course not. So we caught of him again and took him back to the room.
You okay there?
Forget.
Toto!
Oh my god.
Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong?
Amy?
Something Mr. De Rosso just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
Cavolo, at times like this, you don't know what I have to capo after you, believe me. And I speak from personal experience.
Personal experience?
This is enough, Peppino. This is no need to say more.
Peppino's really just over here like, oh yeah, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and then this.
The truth is, the night before we put the red-headed lead plane into action, I was so scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like at the turbine, huh? And he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have the bruises to prove it. Hi, capo.
Bruises, you say?
Oh dear.
Oh, you want to see it? You want to see my fantastical bruises?
That's enough, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
Ow!
Poor.
What did you do, huh? I have shown you or I don't. I have shown you or I don't.
Oh my god.
Show us.
You do! Now!
I love him, yes, like, you know how you
Bullshit.
talk about, like, patience, right? Whatever
Yeah.
patience he had is gone. Like, whatever he had in case 1 of last game is, like, gone now. He has, like, 0 tolerance for anything. He's like,
Listen,
instant
listen,
gratification or death.
We're spending hours trying to get to the point of that, and
Yes,
just like
I
not going.
just love it. I just love Asogi, how done he is. It's so good.
Hello, if everybody wants to see it, then I do it. Echo, you see? So very invisible, eh?
Okay, so it wasn't wearing makeup. That looks kind of familiar. That red ring around your neck? You got that when you were dragged back to the house? He has a very characteristic way of dragging people.
See, the couple sometimes.
I say that's enough.
He's very rough. Ooh.
Pin on neck is nothing to with what we're talking about here. Yeah, my word. Of course.
Let's talk about it more.
Yes, what is your opinion, Council?
About this red ring around Mr. DeRossi's neck, I wonder. Does it matter? Yes! God! Yes,
Never.
it does! Mr. DeRossi, I'm gonna have to ask you. To amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck.
Hey, couple, you see? Everyone's interested in what I say, huh? You see, couple?
I have friends.
Ugh.
He's like, my gentlemanly image ruined.
Very well. You will amend your testimony as requested, Mr. De Rossi.
Cece, if you really wanted to know.
So, I'm pretty sure...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is the one that we need to present.
Of course. But who? What are we presenting exactly?
Photograph of the victim, because the victim didn't have the freaking mark.
Ah, right. We're not that far yet. Right. Well, yeet.
And we might actually, because it will still continue.
So the day before the body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito. Naruhodo.
No, it was not like that. It was out of prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was homely. Homely.
Homely, I see. However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, Council?
I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. You'll see that there's no red ring visible around his neck. But there was someone else with that. Ooh, how scandalous. Anyway.
But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. He has the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Wait, did he put a
Hi, Tewin. Welcome back to the chat.
I hope you're having fun. We are grilling these two idiots. Given that the mark is still clearly visible to on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi.
Oh, you've been lurking! Yay! It's nice to have you, even when you're lurking.
You are very welcome to lurk.
Indeed. This is most peculiar.
What will we tell you, huh? We said this from the beginning many times. Wee!
But then who?
Oui, Pino is right. The man is a photograph. Is someone different as the man we held captive that night?
That makes no goddamn sense! I hate this game. Then who's the Rooney,
Yeah.
Order.
Order.
Didn't really need
Oh.
to load. Angry Sogi.
Here then, that one day before the incident. But who visited the park on live, posing as incognito inspector? Was not Inspector Gregson at all.
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? I mean, it's his, so did he... Is this a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard? It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from an inspector. The inspector. The prosecution had made that assertion itself. You said so yourself, Asogi. You did the pooper looper, it's your fault. He's like, fuck, I did say that.
And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
Inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson who these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation.
It really does.
Equally, if they actually encountered an imposter. How did that person came to be in the possession of the real Inspector identification?
Yep. Either way, we need to get a hold of this person ASAP.
Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation.
It is for precisely those occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo.
Ah, yes.
Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Mr. Naruhodo. No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe.
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo.
You really know how to tease me, Mr. No.
Why don't you help us all to see whatever the truth is that you have apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before the Mr. DeRusso and Mr. De Rossi?
An imposter. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no person can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
Au contraire, as Mr. Asogi. I just wanted to be cheeky for a moment there. On the contrary, I haven't finished. I take my time, Asogi. Unlike you. I'm just grilling him today. Sorry.
What?
I have style and there's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street found to be carrying Inspector Brixton's identification?
Cece! That's alright. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the capo dragged him from a pail to a post with a dog collar.
Mon Dieu, Peppino, it was not harsh, as you say, huh?
So was that a false inspector, eh? Who was he?
Really, the defense has an idea about that.
Yep.
Of the true identity of the man that's two in prison, but that.
Yep.
You must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who did the witness encounter in the park, posting as Inspector Gregson?
Mr. Goshipu here.
Goodness me, isn't that...
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passersby.
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector identification paper?
That's what we gotta.
Witnesses, is this a man or not?
That's what we gotta ask him.
There will be no good time to stop me now, so...
True. I don't know. Are we gonna call him to the stand?
What happened to his lip?
Ah! Right, he has a very recognizable face.
See, this a man is not for the red-headed league, eh? He's looking for the twisted lip league, no?
Rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
This isn't probably us, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising.
Eh?
Exactly.
What?
The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand!
Order! Order! Negative. Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom. Immediately.
Thinking. Yep. There it is.
Well, I never... An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside him.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's going on there, eh? I've always had this in me. This bitch might get in it.
Sure. A birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you. I am so mad about Inspector again. I'm telling you, you get it all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it?
Of course I am. I'm trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh? Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you?
That's one way to put it.
Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. De Rosso and Mr. De Rossi, make sure you cooperate, won't you?
Do you have any choice?
No.
We're in a bigger trouble, eh, couple?
Yep.
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
Well, ain't that fun?
We're about the time where it's good to end it, so we're gonna figure out what the fuck he is up to later. Yeah, let me just... Oh, God. I hate when that happens. Fine. Let me just give me a second here, and we will just go to the options. Save. Oh my god, okay. There we go. Okay, that was it. Yeah, so we're gonna just get back to whatever the fuck that was. Tomorrow? Not tomorrow. What am I saying? Next week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's...
It's because we do 2 days in a row and then I get confused. Ain't that a riot? So we're gonna get back to that next week and see however far we manage to get. We're definitely reaching, like, you know, the heat. Yeah, some places. We're going places for sure. The mystery sure do deepen. So yeah, we're just gonna continue the usual next week with Judgment and the whole shebang. So I hope to see you there. Goodbye. Oyasumi na.
Yeah.